Hello dear LELB visitors, and in this unit I'm going to teach you an advanced reading course in English on the basis of for and against. Lesson or unit 18. It's all about untidy people. This is the book, the picture or image of the book for and against. This is great for you if you really want to improve your English vocabulary. This is British based, so it can be more helpful in preparation for IELTS. So before starting, let me just show you the flashcards that exist here. This is a comparison between both, either, and neither. These are correlative conjunctions in English, illustrated with this photo. Untidy. As you can see, this girl is a really little girl, is untidy and scruffy and disorderly. What else? Patient, and a person who has a disease or malady. Again untidy and again untidy. According to this tooltip technology, whenever a word with an assigned illustration appears in the text, there is a hyperlink with an illustration that has already been assigned to that. Okay, so let me increase magnification so that it is easier for you to follow it. Okay. You don't have to be a genius to spot them. Spot means observe, means watch them, notice them. Them refers to untidy people. The men of the species or species are often uncombed. It means they are disheveled. Let me disheveled. Yeah. Disheveled means they do not comb their hair, as we have it here, uncombed. Their ties never knotted squarely or neatly beneath or under their collars. Okay, and the women of the species always manage to smear lipstick on their faces as well as their lips. So even they don't pay attention to the let's say correct place where they're supposed to just smear lipsticks or put on makeup. In one hand they carry handbags or purses which are stuffed or full of or replete with accumulated, means gathered, collected rubbish or trash. It means that actually they just stuff their purses or handbags with unnecessary materials. With the other hand, they drag or let's say pull a horde of, means a set of, a stack of, a number of neglected children or ignored children behind them. So when they do not pay attention to the exact place where they are supposed to just smear lipstick, you cannot expect them to just take care of their children. With a sort of happy unconcern, it means that they are not attentive, they do not pay attention, they don't concern themselves with some issues that are really important. Both the male and female species litter railway stations. Litter means to just throw garbage and trash, particularly in public places, as we have here railway stations, streets, parks, etc. About this, etc. Pay attention to this, that etc. in English, in Latin means and other. So do not put and before etc. because it would be redundant. With the sweet wrappings. Wrappings means some paper or plastic around some materials that you get from magazines or let's say groceries, for example, chips. Okay, banana skins, eggshells, and cast off shoes. Cast off means thrown away. For example, when they take off their shoes, they just cast them away without any attention to the exact location or place where they should be kept. Who are they? That great untidy band of people that make up about 3/4 of the human race. The author believes that the majority of people are untidy, around 3/4 of the whole population, and the minority would be just tidy and organized people. Okay, an unending trail of rubbish. Trail means tag or continuation of rubbish or garbage pursues them wherever they go, or follow them, because they just litter. Do you remember? They litter around in public places. This is disgusting. Okay, it is most unwise to call on them at their homes. So call on here means to visit, to pay a visit to drop in, to call on. Particularly when it is unexpected. So if you just visit them with an appointment, actually they are supposed to be untidy, so let alone actually if you just pay a visit to them all of a sudden and without making any appointment in advance, particularly if they aren't expecting you. It means unexpectedly. You are liable to find socks behind the refrigerator, so it is likely that you will see everything actually in a mess in refrigerator or fridge. Marbles are some tiny balls made of stone, glass, with which children play. In the jar, some food that usually you eat with butter in the morning in your breakfast. And egg-encrusted crockery. Encrust means to create a layer of something. It means that crockery refers to plates, dishes, glasses and cups. So it shows that actually everything has been left in the sink in the kitchen. They have not been washed, and there is a crust or layer of dirt on them. Yeah, even talking about this can really disgust me. Okay, newspapers litter the floor. That means they have been just left without making any arrangement. Ashtrays overflow. They have smoked, but they have not just thrown away the ashes. Withered flowers go on withering in stale water. Stale means not fresh. We have also stale bread. So if the water is not pure or fresh, flowers actually start withering. Flowers wither. It means that they cannot be fresh anymore. They start dying. Okay. Writing desks have become dumping grounds. Dumping ground is a place that you just throw away or cast off your garbage or trash because you no longer need them. But it's a crazy idea if you just throw away whatever that you do not need, at least in your own home, for piles of assorted, indescribable junk. So there will be piles or stacks, S-T-A-C-K, of assorted means miscellaneous. Everything in a various and, let's say, not organized pile. Let me write it. Miscellaneous and disorganized. Indescribable junk, not describable, something that cannot be described. Junk means rubbish. And as for the bedrooms, well, it's best not to say. So the author has intentionally decided not to talk about the bedroom. Avoid, remember, after avoid, if you want to use a verb, put it in a gerund form. Avoid looking in their cars too, because you are likely to find last year's lolly sticks. Lolly stick is a kind of candy with a stick attached to it. You just grab it with your hand and lick it. Chewing gums, clinging means being attached to the carpets, and the note saying running in on the rear window. Rear window means back window of a 10-year-old vehicle. Vehicle refers to that car. So it means that there is a layer of dust. It has been, let's say, encrusted with dust, and nobody has washed it, and therefore actually it just begs for the glass or pane of glass begs for cleaning. Yes, but what are they really like? Definitely not nice to know. They are invariably always dirty, scruffy. These are some adjectives. Scruffy means disorganized, untidy, forgetful, impatient, not patient, slovenly, and scruffy all have almost the same meaning. Slothful means lazy, indolent. It's indolent, lazy, slothful. It has come from slow. Slow means not rapid, and the sloth is the noun form of that, and also it refers to an animal, mammal, that moves very slowly. Unpunctual, not timely, not on time. Inconsiderate means carefree, indifferent, not considering things that should be taken into consideration. Rude, impolite. Irritable means easily, let's say, angered, easily agitated or irritated. And if they are driving a car, possibly dangerous. Untidiness and these delightful qualities, as a matter of fact, the author is being sarcastic by that. It means ironic, sarcastic, or ironic. Okay, I think it's better. It means that, as a matter of fact, these qualities or specifications cannot be delightful, always seem to go together. Or shall we say that untidiness breeds these qualities or attributes? Breed means cause or produce. It's hardly surprising. If you're getting dressed and can only find one sock and you need the other one, but you cannot find it, you can only end up being irritable. you would just lose your temper, go crazy, go banana, and scruffy. If after a visit to a lovely beauty spot refers to a beautiful place. For example, you go to a park or a jungle. You think that other people will enjoy the sight of your orange peel or skin because you just left them there. You can only be inconsiderate or not attentive, or not, let's say, careful, and slovenly, as I said, means untidy. If you can't find an important letter because you stuck it, it means the past form of a stick, place it in between the pages of a book and then return the book to the library. So for example, you borrow a book from the library and there is a very important letter and you put it accidentally, you put it let's say between the pages of the book that you have borrowed, and just give it back to the library, but you do not exactly know where you just put that letter, then you can only be forgetful. If you live in perpetual, means continuous, perpetual self-imposed squalor means untidiness, lack of organization, you must be slothful, means lazy. Otherwise, you would do something about it. Okay. What a delightful minority tidy people are by comparison. So in comparison or by comparison, tidy people who are in minority, because according to the author, 3/4 of the population actually are untidy, and 1/4 or 1/4 of the entire population actually are tidy people or organized people. They seem to have a monopoly of the best human qualities. So they have gathered the best attributes or qualities or traits. They are clean, neat, patient, hardworking, industrious, punctual, on time, considerate, conspicuous, attentive, and polite. All these gifts are reflected in their homes. It means that you can also see and notice these attributes in their homes and in the place they live. Their gardens, their work, their personal appearance. So they take care of their appearance. They are radiant. It means you really like socializing with them. Welcoming people whom you long to meet. Long as a verb means to have a desire, have a burning desire. You have a, let's say, yearning for. So because of the fact that they have these qualities, you really like to meet them. They are radiant, and whose esteem or dignity you really value. So you really cherish. Also you can say for value, cherish or respect their dignity. The crux of the matter is that tidy people are kind and generous. So it is really important that tidy people are generous and kind. They want to help people, while untidy people are mean, means stingy, and selfish. Stingy, miserly, mean as an adjective, remember. The best proof of this is that tidy people acting on their highest selfless motives. Motives means psychological drives or forces. Invariably or always marry untidy people, untidy ones, because they are generous and kind. They want to help others. They want to help those who are actually untidy. What happens after that is another story. Yeah. Okay, so we come to the end of this session. Let me show you some recently added flashcards on my Instagram. Minimum, annual, minimum, this is minimum, and this is maximum. Just follow me on Instagram and you will have access to around 700 fresh, original. I do not copy them, I create them. You know, these are some parts of my community, so they are fresh. And also annual means yearly, during the year. This is an IELTS essay question. Scarce means rare, not enough, insufficient. This is an IELTS topic card, another IELTS topic card, another IELTS cue card or topic card for the interview section, and this is a negotiation, another IELTS topic card. You know, these are created by me. That is, I have created them, I have not copied them from any other places. And these are used for let's say some IELTS interviews that I have with my students. This is convince or persuade. As you can see, this lady is trying to persuade this man, and this is typical. And please subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also follow me on Apparat in order to have access to further English classes. Thank you very much for your attention, and take care.